Largely, we chose to go with WM Sprinkman because their history working with stainless. Over 80 years, they've been building dairy tanks, installing dairy systems, and even having some experience on the craft beer side, largely in 30-barrel systems and below. We came to Sprinkman with a pretty custom design that included both a 50-barrel and a 25-barrel system, sharing a common platform. And a lot of other vendors were, why would you want to do this? Where Sprinkman had the approach that said, we know what we're doing about beer, so you tell us what you want and we can do that. And they offered a lot of expertise, even like our mash mixer is designed after more of a dairy yogurt mixer, but the homogenization that we get in our mash now is far better than we would have gotten in traditional mash mixers. Working with Brian and Larry and the team at Sprinkman was quite easy, actually. There was no resistance, but often a lot of advice that really helped us morph the design into a system that we've installed here in Kihei. We have the 50-barrel for all of our production beers, and then we have the 25-barrel that allows us to run concurrently with the 50, although separate, and do different beers. So we can have 32 different faucets behind me full of a multitude of different styles of beers without sacrificing production on our flagship beers. Most surprising thing to working with Sprinkman was just how they're able to do so much in relatively small footprint. I traveled both to Elroy as well as to Franksville to see both the systems before they were completed. And they work so closely together and they build these huge tanks, and the finished product is excellent. I'd say maximum brewness to Maui Brewing Company is efficient production while being able to brew a lot of beer as well. For us, we've constantly struggled. We just had our 10-year anniversary and we've always been trailing demand by at least half. And this year we're finally able to say yes more than we had to say no to orders in the past. At the same time, when you grow as a craft brewery from a very small brewery to a larger brewery, we're Hawaii's first regional craft brewery actually, and Hawaii's largest craft brewer, growing from 300 barrels in 05 to over 21,000 last year and targeting 40,000 barrels this year. Oftentimes quality can suffer when you grow so quickly. And I think maximum brewness, that term, also gathers or brings in the fact that quality is job number one. So we're able to do as many beers as we do, 60 different styles last year, this year 40,000 barrels, and do it with the highest quality. And we've assembled a great team to do so, both with the lab, our staff of brewers and cellar persons, as well as the packaging line. And Sprinkman has been a great partner in doing that. I would absolutely recommend Sprinkman to other craft brewers, really anyone in the craft beverage world, because it's not just beer. They can certainly meet the demand to make things like fermenters for a wash plant for distilleries, or on the soda side, or now with the huge increase in ciders. I think they have a multitude of experience from just generally food production in general that allows them to use those tools in their wheelhouse to be able to create great systems. In our case, recommending Sprinkman's a no-brainer. It's something that working with them to achieve the most efficient design we could for our footprint here on Maui. Obviously, square foot costs here to build in construction here on Maui are extremely high. So to make the maximum efficiency, the maximum brewness, to use the term again, we really needed to work with them closely to create a footprint that allowed us to put a 50 and a 25 in a fairly small footprint. So, and it looks beautiful as well. That's something that in this facility, it's a value-added ag tourism facility in a lot of ways, where we have many people come through here every day, take tours, they want to see the brewery, see how we make the beers that we make, and then of course enjoy them in the tasting room here. And Sprinkman was a good partner, not just on the design and implementation side, but also on the finesse to make it, so they wanted to put out a product that they could be proud of as well. It says WM Sprinkman on the side. We definitely have the best system that Maui Brewing Company has ever purchased, and I'd be proud to recommend Sprinkman.